Hello, I'm Marie and thank you for joining me on the mat today. Let's make our way onto our mats into a comfortable seated position. Today's practice is going to be themed around ahimsa. Ahimsa is the first yama, which is one of Patanjali's 8 limbs of yoga. Ahimsa translates to non-violence, non-harming, which is at the heart of practicing yoga. Your practice on the mat should be about love, not harm for yourself. Your practice off the mat can continue that love towards yourself and others. Ahimsa is a reminder that all actions can come from a place of love. It's a reminder at the heart of yoga is love. So with ahimsa in mind and heart, let's move through today's practice with love, not force. We're going to begin today with a meditation called Calm Smile. Meditation is a technique used to quiet and focus the mind, bringing you back to the present moment. This meditation was taught and developed by the Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh, which involves the use of a mantra. That mantra is, breathing in, I calm my body, breathing out, I smile. The late Thich Nhat Hanh teaches smiling is an important contribution to peace and happiness of the world. One smile relaxes hundreds of muscles in your face, making you a master of yourself. So let's begin to find comfort in Sukhasana. Option to extend one or both legs out long if the knees are feeling sensitive today. If not, draw one shin, then the other shin in towards the pelvis. Option to use a blanket under the sits bones here to help find a little bit more lift. Growing long through the spine, rooting down through the sits bones, shoulders rolled up back and down. Begin to soften the face, the jaw, maybe closing down the eyes or taking the gaze down towards the floor. Palms face down on your knees. Let's become conscious of the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Anchoring ourselves in this present moment. Noticing if the breath is short or shallow, long or deep. Just observing, no judgment. We'll begin to introduce the mantra. Letting the breath follow the mantra. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Repeating the mantra with your own breath, following your own rhythm. breath, repeating the mantra again. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Exhale, release the mantra, letting the breath return to its natural state. Bring the palms of the hands to your heart, bowing your forehead down to your fingers. Lifting the gaze back up, fluttering the eyes open. Smile. Anjali Mudra, also known as prayer position, hands to heart, and Namaste Mudra. This mudra we'll be using throughout today's practice. Mudra is a Sanskrit word meaning symbolic hand gesture. The position of our hands has the ability to influence energy of our physical, emotional, and spiritual body. This mudra helps cultivate inner peace, a calm mind that stimulates anahata, the fourth chakra. To create Anjali Mudra, bring the palms of the hands together. Instead of pressing the hands completely, the fingers form the shape of a small bud, leaving a small space as a symbol of opening our hearts to a greater understanding. Before we begin to find movement, let's remember ahimsa, to listen to our bodies, honouring where our bodies are at today, moving with love, not force. Now let's begin. Throughout today's practice, you might want to use a blanket, a block, or a strap. So if you have those to hand, tucked on. So again, starting in Sukhasana, finding comfort in this pose, using a block under the pelvis or a blanket, extending one or both legs out long. Let's just ground ourselves down here. Weight evenly distributed through the sits bones, shoulders rolling up, back and down. One long line of energy from the tailbone through to the crown of the head. Softening the jaw. Inhale, arms rise high to center. Exhale, bring the palms of the hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms rise high to center. Exhale, planting the left hand over to the side of your mat, coming into a side bend. Take the gaze up towards the right hand, option to tent up on those fingers in the left hand. Cores engaged. Inhale, arms come high to center. Exhale, taking it over to the right side. Gazing up towards that left hand now. Inhale, arms come high to center. Exhale, taking it over to the left side. Planting the left hand down onto the mat. If you feel that right glute start to lift, just ease out of the rotation. Inhale, arms come high to center. Exhale, taking it over to the right side. Shoulders softening down away from the ears. Inhale, arms come high to center. Exhale, taking the left hand over to the right knee, right hand planting just behind the tailbone on the mat. Inhale, growing tall through the spine. Exhale, gazing over that left shoulder if it feels good, right shoulder. If you're conscious of the spine today, maybe don't take the twist so deep, so just come out of it slightly. With each inhale, finding length. Exhaling, finding a little bit more depth. Inhale, arms come high to center. Exhale, taking it over to the left side. So right hand to left knee. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale, taking the gaze over that left shoulder if it feels good for you today. Inhale, arms come high to center. Exhale, taking it over to the right side again. Meeting your edge with love. Inhale, arms come as high to center. Exhale, taking it over to the left side. Growing tall. Exhale, taking the gaze over that left shoulder if it feels good. Inhale, arms come high to center. Exhale, planting the palms of the hands on the knees. I'm going to make our way over to tabletop now. So just planting the hands on the front of your mat, twizzling the feet out from underneath you. Knees stacked under hips, palms of the hands stacked under your shoulders, fingers spread wide, feet can be tucked or untucked here. Stomach is flat, the back of the back is flat. Pressing evenly through all four corners of the hands. Shoulders coming down away from the ears. One long line of energy from the tailbone through to the crown of the head. Inhale, lower the belly, broaden through the collarbones, tailbone lifts, coming into cow. Exhale, rounding the spine, tailbone tucks, chin to chest. Flowing with the breath here, coming into cow, belly lowers, heart shines forward, gazing ahead or down towards the mat. Exhale, rounding through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, lowering the belly, broadening through the collarbones. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Breathing into the back of the shoulders. Inhale, finding neutral position again. If at any point throughout today's practice you're feeling uncomfortable, option to always come back into tabletop, this position, or head down into Balasana, Child's Pose. Still with me, we're going to head into puppy pose, which is a nice chest opener. So from tabletop, hips stacked over knees, untucking the feet, tops of the feet pressing into the earth, walking the palms of your hands towards the top of your mat, sinking the torso, the chest towards the earth, heart melting. Navel to spine, fingers pressing into the earth, tops of the feet pressing into the earth, tailbone rising high, resting the forehead on the mat here, or option choose a block if that feels good. If it feels a bit too much on the shoulders, lower the forearms. The modification I will be taking today. Breathing into those shoulders, the chest. Breathe. Inhaling, lifting the gaze, pressing, the forearms are still lifted, lower the forearms, pressing into the hands, the forearms, sliding the torso, the chest towards the mat. Coming into Sphinx, Salamba Bhujangasana. Elbows stacked under wrists, palms of the hands pressing into the earth, shoulders and hands shoulder width apart, tops of the feet pressing into the mat, pelvis pressing into the earth, navel drawing to spine, broadening through the chest. Gazing ahead, smile. If this feels a little bit too much on the lower back, option to extend the forearms forward a bit. Breathing, honoring where your body is today. Inhale, exhale, lowering the forehead down to your mat, bringing the palms of the hands towards the lower ribs, elbows tucking in. We're going to tuck the toes, pressing into our hands, coming onto our knees, tailbone lifts, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Palms of the hands spread, pushing down evenly through the fingers, feet parallel, hip width apart. Maybe bending the knees here, taking the tailbone high, working the heels towards the earth, lengthening through the back of the legs, lengthening down the back, shoulders tucking into the armpits. Breathe. Maybe pedaling out your dog here, bending one knee and then the other, if that feels good, or finding stillness. Option to take tabletop here as well. Head rests between the forearms, gazing at your feet. Either from tabletop or downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, drawing the right knee to chest, planting that right foot between the hands. Either coming into high or low lunge. Setting up the foundation, pressing up through all four corners of the foot. Back toes are tucked under. Option to lower that knee. Breathe. Inhale, arms come high. If you're working on balance today, let's take the arms out to the side or bring the palms of the hands to the hips. Making sure the pelvis is face forward. Left hip pulling forward. Right hip drawing back, keeping the hips square. If you're coming with me, inhale, arms come high. Exhale, bring the palms of the hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra. Just checking right knee is stacked over ankle. Inhale, exhale, leaning the torso, the forehead forward. Taking the left elbow to right knee. Gazing over to the side, either taking the gaze out or up towards the sky. Coming into a twist here. Cause engage, pressing down through the feet. Fingers drawing into the chest, shoulders softening from the ears. Inhale, arms come to center again. Arms rise high, exhale, planting the hands either side of the foot. Stepping that right foot back, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana again, or tabletop. Breathe. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, chin to knee to chest, planting that left foot between the hands, setting up the foundation. Left knee stacked over ankle. Option to lower that back knee as well. Inhale, arms come high, lifting through the torso, squaring off the hips. Again, if you're working on balance, maybe taking the arms out to a T, Resting the palms on the hips. Listening to your body. Inhale, bring the palms of the hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, exhale, extending forward through the torso, the crown of the head, bringing the right elbow to the left knee, gazing out to the side, your left side. Fingers drawing towards the heart, left shoulder coming away from the ear, cores engaged, pushing down through the feet. Feel yourself rooted. Inhale, arms, palm coming back into heart center space. Arms come high. Exhale, planting the hands, framing that front foot, stepping back either into plank or half plank. We're in plank, pressing down through the earth, shoulders stacked over wrists, one long line of energy through the heels through to the crown of the head, finding lift through the back of the shoulders, lowering through chaturanga all the way down to our mats. Inhale, hinging forward, lowering slowly. If we're coming from half plank, knees, thighs, chest make their way down to the earth. Release the toes, elbows staying tucked in. We're going to go into Bhujangasana, Cobra. If this feels a bit uncomfortable under the pelvis, option to use a blanket under here for a little extra cushioning. Palms of the hands by the lower ribs, forehead resting on the mat, tops of the feet pressing into the earth, pelvis pressing into the earth, thighs magnetizing together, maybe those kneecaps lift, shoulders rolling up, back and down, elbows drawing in together. On the inhale, forehead, shoulders, chest lifts off the mat, gaze ahead, cores engaged. Exhale, lower the chest, the shoulders, the forehead back down to the mat. Inhale, forehead, shoulders, chest lifts off the mat. Broadening through the collarbones, shoulders softening. Exhale, lower the chest back down. Inhale, forehead, shoulders, chest lifts off the mat. Maybe this time the hands lift. Low cobra. Pressing the feet, into tops of the feet into the earth. Pelvis pressing into the earth. Strong. Smile. Exhale, lowering the hands, the chest, the forehead back down to the mat. Breathe. Option to take cobra again, or come with me into locust, salabhasana. So again, tops of the feet pressing into the mat, inner thighs magnetizing into each other. Elbows drawing in, shoulders rolling up, back and down. Forehead resting on the mat. We're going to interlace the fingers. Shoulders rolled up, back and down. Fingers drawing down towards the heels. Inhale. Forehead, shoulders, chest lifts off the mat. Feel the back lengthening. Exhale, lower the chest, the forehead down to the mat. Inhale, forehead lifts, shoulders, chest lifts off the mat. Hands drawing down to the feet. Maybe this time the feet lift off the mat. Cores engaged, navel to spine. Pelvis rooting down through the earth. Gazing ahead. Exhale, lower the feet, release the hands, palms of the hands, make the way to the side of your body, either side of the ribs. Lower the forehead, breathe. Inhale, lifting the forehead, pressing the fingers into your mat, quads engaged, pressing into the knees, coming into Balasana, child's pose. Big toes together, option to take the knees wide here, sinking the tailbone towards the heels. Breathe. Maybe extending the arms out long here if that feels good. Maybe using a block to rest the forehead on. The knees are feeling a little sensitive. Option to use a blanket under the knees here. Just be kind to ourselves. Inhale, walking the fingers towards the knees. We're going to head into Ustrasana, camel pose. So again, listening to your body. If you have a headache, neck injuries, back injuries, take the various modifications. So, any spinal difficulties in the back, option to take cat-cow again, come to tabletop, or enjoy child's pose. If you want to explore this a little bit more, then come with me now. Knees stay hip width apart. Toes can be tucked or untucked. I'll be using mine tucked today. Shoulders, hips, knees in one long line. Shoulders rolling up, back and down. Palms face forward. I'll be using a block today between the thighs to help cultivate that inner strength connection. So the thighs, inner thighs hug the block, pelvis tilts forward. Also, the use of the block helps take some of the pressure off the lower back. Palms rest forward. We can stay here if we choose to. This feels good. If you'd like to explore a little further, inhale, bring the palms of the hands to the lower back. Elbows drawing into one another. Feel the chest pulling forward, pelvis tilting forward, navel draws to spine. Inner thighs engaged. Breathe. Option 2, maybe we walk the hands a little further down to our thighs. That feels good. Feel where we're arcing here. The pelvis isn't collapsing. We're pressing forward, lifting through the chest, arcing over like a rainbow. So here, we're going to head into full Ustrasana. There we go. Inhale, elbows draw in, hugging that block with the inner thighs, pelvis tilting forward, cores engaged, shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, feel yourself arcing. Exhale, bring the right hand, the left hand to meet the heels. Breathe, hug that block, maybe smile. Being mindful of the neck here. Inhale, bringing the palms of the hands towards the lower back again, releasing the toes, letting the tailbone sink into the heels. Inhale, sigh it out. Rolling the shoulders up, back and down, palms face up. That was a big heart opener. Activating Anahata, the fourth chakra. Camel pose is great for fighting fatigue, helping with depression. It's a real energizing, mood boosting asana. Breathe. Keeping the spine lined, just letting the spine neutralize a moment. Let's walk the hands forward towards a mat. Coming into Balasana. Option to take the knees wide, big toes together. Again, maybe you rest the forehead on a block here. You find the sits bones is lifted quite a lot. Option to use a block under the heels. and just sit on the block instead. Finding comfort in these poses, listening to your body. Breathing into the back of the heart. Child's pose Balasana is calming for the mind. Helps with fatigue again. Inhale, lifting the forehead, bringing the palms, fingers towards the knees, removing any blocks you might have here. Coming down to our bottoms, scooting the feet out in front again, coming into Dandasana. Legs extended out long if that feels good. Again, maybe we use a prop onto the sits bones here to help find a little bit more lift. Pressing through the heels, heels extending long, thighs pressing into the earth. Pressing the hands into the mat, shoulders rolled up back and down, Dandasana. Cores engaged, shoulders away from the ears. You're going to come into Janushasana, head to knee forward fold. So bring the left sole of the foot into the right inner thigh, wherever that might be suitable for you, be it at the calf, the lower thigh or inner thigh. Maybe we use a block under this knee to help support the knee today. Inhale, growing tall through the spine. Arms go high above the head. Exhale, hinging forward from the pelvis. The hands meet the mat wherever that might be for you today. Be it the shin, the ankle, or the feet. Pressing down through that right thigh. Toes are engaged. Core, drawing to navel to spine. Breathing into the back of the body. Forward folds are calming for the mind and nervous system. With each exhale, exploring our edge a little further. Inhale, cores engaged, arms come high to center. Exhale, planting the hands by the sides of the glute, extending that left leg long. Inhale, drawing the right sole of the foot into the left inner thigh. Maybe use a prop under this knee as well. If the hamstrings are feeling a little tight, option to use a blanket under the knee here as well. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Hands meet the mat wherever that might be for you today. And sink into this pose. Maybe the forehead finds the knee. Inhale, cores engaged, arms come high to center. Exhale, releasing the hands by the lower body again. Keeping the right sole of the foot where it is. Let's join the left sole to meet the right. Going into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. If the feet can come to whichever position is suitable for you today, either further out or drawing them closer in towards the hips. Grounding down through the sits bones, shoulders rolled up back and down. Option to use blocks under the knees here as well. Take a little less pressure off the inner thighs, the hips and the knees. Growing long through the spine. Maybe we stay here today, or maybe we explore hinging forward. Inhale, exhale, finding more depth. Option to round through the spine here. Maybe the head hangs heavy. Maybe we use a block to rest the forehead on. kind to yourself. Removing any blocks, walking the hands towards the body, inhaling, planting the hands behind the tailbone, planting the feet. Inhale, wind sweeping the knees from side to side. Just rotating the hips from side to side, feeling good here. Coming into Sukhasana again, so draw one shin and then the other shin in towards the pelvis. Finding comfort in this position, whatever that might look like for you today. So again, I'm going to use blanket under the sits bones. Option to extend one or both legs out long. Before heading down into Shavasana, we're going to spend a few minutes practicing a pranayama. Pranayama means control of breath. Prana meaning life force energy. Yama meaning control. The pranayama we'll be using today is called Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breath. This pranayama helps balance the two hemispheres of the brain, balancing out the whole body-mind systems. So first, let's create Vishnu Mudra. Bring the palm of your dominant hand to face forward. Fingers spread wide, lowering the two peace fingers down towards the palm of the hand. Thumb, ring finger and pinky finger extending out long. Tucking the pinky finger behind the ring finger, creating two pincers. With your free hand, it can either face down on your knee or be used to support under the elbow. So let's become conscious of the breath again. Maybe closing down the eyes or taking the gaze down towards our mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Growing long through the spine, shoulders rolled up, back and down. Softening the jaw. On your next full inhale, closing off the right nostril, exhaling completely through your left nostril. Inhale left nostril, close left nostril, release right nostril, exhale right. Inhale right nostril, close right nostril, release left nostril, exhale left. Inhale left, close left, release right, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, release left, exhale left. Inhale left, close left, release right, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, release left, exhale left. Inhale left, close left, release right, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, release left. Releasing the fingers now, releasing the mudra. Letting the breath return to its natural state. Fluttering the eyes open, smile. Removing any props here, we're going to extend the legs out long again. Scooting ourselves towards the top of our mat, feet planted. Inhale, arms reach towards the top of our mat. Exhale, cores engaged, slowly lowering ourselves down to our mats. Maybe the forearms help us here. Drawing one knee in, then the other, giving ourselves a hug here. Rocking from side to side if that feels good, massaging the lower spine. Exhale, lowering the feet, take the arms out to a T, palms face down on our mats. Inhale, lifting the pelvis, scooting it over to the left side, taking the knees over to the right, gazing over that left, towards the left arm if that feels good. Maybe we use a prop under the knees or between the knees here to help take a little less pressure off the spine. Breathing into that side body, shoulders rooting down into the earth. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, cores engaged, drawing the knees back to center, planting the feet back down, resetting the spine. Inhale, lift the pelvis, tilting it over towards the right side. Exhale, lowering the knees to the left side now. Maybe using the prop on this side as well to rest the knees on. Taking the gaze over towards that right hand if that feels good. Breathing into the side body. Cores engaged. Exhale, drawing the knee package back to center, planting the feet, scooting the hips back to center again, drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a big hug. Rocking from side to side. Maybe finding stillness now. Bring the forehead towards the knees if that feels good. Exhale, lowering one leg, extending long. Then the second leg, coming into Shavasana. Arms out wide, palms of the hands facing up towards the sky. Feet tilting out, shoulders tucking in, chest open, closing down the eyes. Slowing down the breath. Begin to feel the body soften here. The feet, the ankles, the calves softening. Backs of the thighs, the glutes softening into the earth. Backs of the hands, the forearms, the shoulders softening. Back of the head, the jaw, shoulders softening, letting everything melt away here. Give yourself permission to rest. I'm going to become quiet now so you can enjoy the rest and stillness of Shavasana. I'll be here to guide you out in a few minutes. becoming conscious of the sensations in the body, feeling the breath. Let's begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes, maybe rocking our head from side to side, bending the knees, planting our feet on our mat, rolling over to our side of our choosing, forehead resting on our lower arm, fetal position. Breathe. With your free hand pressing into the earth, coming into Sukhasana again. Easy pose. We're going to end today's practice with a mantra. So again, using any props that help you find ease in this pose. Become long through the spine, shoulders rolled up, back and down. We're going to end today's practice with a mantra. The word mantra comes from the Sanskrit words man, meaning mind, and tra, meaning vehicle or instrument. A mantra is a powerful repetition of a sound or vibration that can take the mind from a state of activity to one of stillness. The mantra we'll be using is Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om, meaning peace, peace, peace. Peace for all humankind, peace for all living and non-living beings, peace for the universe, peace for each and everything in this whole cosmic manifestation. This mantra helps cultivate peace for ourselves and all other beings. So let's take the palms to face up on our knees. Growing long through the spine, shoulders down away from the ears, closing down the eyes. Either repeating out loud with me or whispering into your heart. Let's repeat together. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. 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 Peace, 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 peace. Bring the palms of the hands to the heart, bowing your forehead down towards your hand. Thanking yourself for taking the time to practice on your mat today. May you move through the rest of your day with love, not force. Namaste.